Hey, it's your girl, Allison Williams.
Hey, this is Devon Howard.
Hi, this is Beth.
Hi, this is Cindy Mizell.
Hi, this is Tony Walker.
Hey, what's good, y'all? This is Darian Dean.
Hey, everybody, this is the Queen of Philadelphia, Tanqueray Hayward.
Hey, everybody, this is Yasdira.
Hi, this is Mason.
Hey, everybody, this is Russell Taylor.
Hey, guys, what's up? This is Ness.
Hey, this is Kenny Allen.
What's up, everybody? This is Cecily.
Hey, this is Corey Day.
Hey, this is your girl, Castella.
Hey, everybody, this is Rebecca J.
Hey, everyone, this is Hill Street Soul.
What's up, good people? This is bassist Hubert Eves the Fourth.
This is Melvin Lee Davis.
Yo, wait a second, this is Noel Gordian.
Hey, this is your girl, Lady Alma, and you're listening to my friend Troy Saunders on the Bass Entertainment Podcast.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Bass Entertainment Podcast. Like my girl, Lady Alma says, this is Troy Saunders. And in case you're just tuning in and, haven't realized that we have been on for 3 years, what we do here is we bring you the best in indie, soul, jazz, R&B, house, and inspirational music. Anything that makes you feel good, anything that makes you want to tap your feet, makes you smile, makes you want to love on one another. That's what we do up in here. It's all about the love. It's all about the love. And we are listened to all over the world, thank God, to the internet. When I first started, whoever thought that, we would be listened to in 52, 53 countries, but we are. And it's shocking and it's pleasant and it's surprising and it's, I just love it. So, yeah, to all the people listening in other countries, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I hope you're enjoying it. Also, if you want to check us out on YouTube, we have the latest videos of indie artists. There, I think I almost have like 200 videos on there, so you can press shuffle and just let them go on and let the videos rotate. We also have all the episodes are being put up there. They should be up there shortly. I mean, I see them on my feed, but I don't think the manager that's handling it has put them out to everybody yet. But I know they're there in the background, so soon they will be put to the forefront where everybody can see it. So you can also check out the episodes on YouTube. It'll just be the audio. We don't do the video yet, but it'll be some nice pictures to go with it. So you can check it out there, as well as our website, www.bassentertainment, that's BAAS entertainment.com. And, we talked before about what BASS stands for. I mean, I don't say it on every episode, but I would tell you this episode. This episode back in like 2008, 2009 is when I started BASS Entertainment. And it was originally called Bangin' Ass Artists. And I liked the name, and a lot of artists liked it, and we came from back in the day, when we were younger, we said, oh, that was banging. Oh, that song was banging. So that's why we came with Banging Ass Artists. But when I went to a certain bank to open an account, they said that name is too risque. So I guess it's too risque for 2008. But what people say nowadays is light compared to that. But anyway, enough about all this. I want to tell you about who we have on here today. Today, we have Mr. Michael J. Thomas with us today. Yeah, yes. And this brother has been hitting #1 on Billboard twice. He's been #2 on Billboard. And his music is just insane. I just love it. And, I'm going to play some stuff. I'm going to play different songs from him. And I'm even going to play an obscure track or two, because not only can a man play the sax, he can sing too. So one of the tracks that I really love by him, I'm going to play, and where he's singing on it, it kind of gives you like a Kenny Loggins feel, So before we get to that, I want to play Baby Coffee. Now, Baby Coffee is off his album from 2017, Driven, and it went to #1 on the Billboard chart. So, hey, we got to hit it off hard. We got to start it right with the songs that, made him up-and-coming legend. So here we go. We're going to play Driven, Baby Coffee. All right, check this out. Now you know I like to play the whole thing, but I'm only going to give you a little snippet because I want you to go and support it. If you like what you're hearing, I want you to go on over there and purchase it. I want you to download it. I want you to subscribe. I want you to share it. So in order to do that, I want to play the whole thing. I want you to, leave you eagerly waiting for more. So I'm not going to wait any longer. I'm going to introduce to you all the incredible, the incomparable Mr. Michael J. Thomas.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Troy, thanks for having me on the podcast, man.
It's my pleasure, man.
I didn't know what BASS stood for until tonight. I like it. Yeah.
You know, my mother was looking at me with a side eye when I said that one too. You're like, well, you gonna name it what?
Well, it's funny, I my last mentor, my A&R man that I worked with, Carl Griffin, he's from the old school days, man. He was at GRP Records, and he remembers back in the heyday of everything, man. And those guys could play,
yeah.
could throw down,
Yeah.
So yeah.
So they would say banging.
Yeah. Well, we go further back. We probably get to that later on, but he goes further back than that. I mean, he was in Motown before he was at GRP. So.
Oh wow! And he worked with you on a couple of songs, also like what song what did I have on here that we was that I was going to bring that up?
Probably Sipping the Yak.
Yep, Sipping the Yak.
Yeah. We worked on a couple my last two EPs together. Yeah. Yeah, we had a lot of time. Good times, man. Great times. I got to learn a lot.
Well, I'm sure. Like you said, you talking about GRP and then going back to Motown,
Yeah.
Those were the days. I mean,
yeah,
I was just a baby myself.
We'd go to record in Atlanta. So we work with my buddy Trammell Starks as a music producer up there, and we go up there. We went there for both EPs. And he would play me music, like he played music from Marvin Gaye that's not even released, stuff that he was doing, like crooning music, like Frank Sinatra, full orchestra behind him and everything. It was crazy.
It's crazy when you hear that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I love being educated like that.
Yeah,
that's why I do this podcast. I like to get educated, and hopefully I'm educating somebody else.
Yeah,
I mean,
he played David Sanborn's big inspiration. The guy that played with Ray Charles. That was I think his name was Hank. I can't think of his last name right now, but I'd have to Google him. But man, I heard him play. As soon as I heard him play, I was like, oh my God, it's Sanborn. But that's who Sanborn used to listen to. He would educate me on stuff like that.
Wow. See, it's good to get that knowledge.
Yeah.
So tell me now. Right now, you're in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I've been here a long time.
What made
pretty much my adult life? I've been here. Yeah.
What made you? Well, originally you're from Kentucky.
Yeah, originally from Kentucky. So there was a blind pianist up there. It was super famous, and he had a record deal with RCA Records. Everybody knew him. He played with everybody. He recorded with Al Green. He worked with Ike and Tina Turner, Ohio Players, Palo Bill, all these people. Anyway, I was a young kid, like 17, 18 years old. And he kind of took me under his wing. We started working together. We worked together for a couple years. And then he wanted to be close to his mother that lived in Destin, Florida at the time. And so I brought him down with the intention of vacationing for 2 weeks and then going back home to Kentucky. But that's not what happened. I stayed. I never went home.
You just enjoyed it that much, huh?
Yeah, I just stayed. We started playing gigs down here and everything, and then just one things just fell in place, and I've been here ever since. And I go home to visit, of course, but yeah. How
did your parents feel about that?
Initially? Yeah, Mom doesn't bother me too much about it now. Quite a bit older now, but for years that's all I'd hear. When you coming home? When you coming home?
So, how does she feel now that you are number one on Billboard and you doing what you're doing?
Yeah, I guess they're proud. Yeah,
She said, "Well, you can stay there. You working it out. You working it out. It's all right."
Yeah.
So I remember we had a conversation. Also, we talked about Marvin and stuff like that, and we talked about influences. Now, since you do a vocalist as well as a saxophone player, do you play any other instruments?
No, not professionally. I write on piano, but I'm not yeah, I'm not going to play it for you. I'll be like, I kind of bang around, find the chord structure and things that I like. And then I give it to somebody that's, a producer that can actually do something with it. Because I'm not, I'm not a piano player.
But did you teach yourself the sax?
No, I started. So it's kind of funny. I actually started piano lessons when I was around 6 or 7 years old, and but again, I was never proficient at it. It's just something mom made me do. I didn't take music serious until years later, and in fact, I wasn't even going to play saxophone. I was supposed to be play percussion. I wanted to be a drummer, and that's just what I just tested well in rhythm. So that's what I was going to do, and we went to like this parent teacher conference type situation where you got to see all the different instruments and everything. And then I was like, well, where's the drum set? And it was all these different percussion instruments. And I was like, and I saw the saxophone on a table. I didn't know what a saxophone was. I'm like 6th grade, getting ready to go into 7th grade. And I was like, that looks cool. I want to play that. And I just by accident, that's how I became a saxophone player. Yeah.
So it's shiny and it's got a lot of buttons on it.
What's this thing do?
So did you ever go back and play the drums or, try to pick it up?
My sister did for a while. Yeah, she did. We had a drum set at the house and she took lessons, but I never did, no.
So she was going to be the next Sheila E.
Yeah, she thought so.
So how did you, and Dustin, from playing around, did you say finally, hey, you know what? Let me put this on vinyl. Did you write all the songs yourself, or did you collaborate?
Yeah, a lot of the songs are co-written or written by myself. And I forget over the years, and I actually have to look at the credits myself sometimes because I forget who I wrote this song with, or that kind of thing. My last record I did. I co-wrote a song with Mesa. There was a couple of covers on there, and then it's hard to remember. It's hard to keep all that stuff straight,
Mesa, my girl, I love Mesa.
Oh man, she's incredible. Yeah, we did a Christmas song together, and she just she crushed it.
Yes, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that song. So please. You can't say nothing negative about Mesa. She's just, like they say, a national treasure as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart too, man. She's so easy to get along with.
Yes, she is. I met Mesa. Let me see. Oh my God, 1998.
Oh wow,
is when I first met her. I used to have a Shaka Khan website, and she used to be on it.
Oh, cool.
On the chat room talking. I'm like, wait a second. Is this? I said, Mesa. There's only one Mesa I know on the planet. And are you the Mesa from Incognito? Deep Waters Mesa?
Oh, yeah.
She was like, yeah, baby, that's me.
I remember covering Deep Waters, man. I was playing with some people, and we were covering that song. I had no idea I'd ever meet the singer.
Okay. So when she was on the website, I was like, what? She said, baby, I'm going to be in New York. Cause I'm still living in New York at the time. Me and Bluey are going to be in New York at such a place as In the Shade. Why don't you come on down to the show? I said, is it fresh air waterproof? I'm there.
Yeah.
So, and we've been friends ever since. So I just love her. Her heart is so big, and she is just so sweet. So I know, that Christmas song. I've heard the Christmas song that y'all have done, and it's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. That was nice.
So let's get to the first album, which is called Driven.
Mm-hmm.
You had some success off of that.
That was, let's see, it was
2017.
First, this is the first one. I had my first number one hit off of that record. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That comes in with the song that I'm talking about I want to play. Say Goodbye.
Oh, you played Baby Coffee. Yeah, you did that one.
Yeah, but what I wanted to play, because when I introduced you, I said, the man can sing also. And it's giving you like a Kenny Loggins feel. So the song that I wanted to play off of that is Say Goodbye.
Oh my gosh, I don't even remember that one. That's a deep cut.
Yeah, it is a deep cut. I want to play it because
I don't even remember it. Oh my God, man.
Well, I'm gonna refresh your memory, okay?
Okay.
So check this out, y'all. This is off the first album,
All right.
Driven, and it's called Say Goodbye.
For her, it's silly and I don't know why I can't go without her. Seems that I want her and I need her in my life. I want her to be the one true love, but she didn't understand me. So I guess it's real this time. I say goodbye. Saw her, I wanted to know her, be a part of her world. I wanted to hold her, comfort her, miss her when she's not around. There's something about her that makes me feel if I never saw her again, it would be a crying shame to say goodbye.
All right, did that refresh your memory any bit?
Oh my God, I forgot that existed. I haven't listened to any of that since so long. Oh my God. That's wild. Man, I'm sitting there looking at, I've got the record hanging on the wall right now. I can't see the song titles. Okay, never mind. That's wild. Yeah.
You know that
I'm sure there's a bunch. I'm sure stuff like that. You know, on older stuff. I haven't listened to that stuff in a long time. You know,
it's almost like the same thing when you do the podcast. It's like, all right, once it's done, do you go back and re-listen to it? Not really.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, you know, once you record, especially when you're in the studio, because you hear it over and over and over again, because you're trying to mix it and everything after you're finally finished with the songs. I don't want to listen to it. I get worn out on it. And then, like, you know, a couple of years have passed. I mean, this happened recently. I listened to, I had a track on the last record called the OG Bounce. And I just randomly, I don't know if I'm a computer up or something, I don't know, but I heard it and I went, man, that's good. I was like, that's actually good. but I wore myself out on it for so long, I didn't want to listen to it, you know?
But that's one of the songs I was going to play also.
Oh, okay.
OG Bounce. You know, since I'm considered OG, I don't feel like OG, but when I go out, yo, what up, OG? I'm like,
that's what everybody calls Carl. So that's where the name came from. Yeah.
Well, he older than me, so okay.
Yeah.
So I won't wear that title then. Shoot.
Hi, this is Mason. You're listening to my friend Troy on the Best Entertainment Podcast.
What you working on next? I mean, it was 2022. The last one is we in 2024.
I know, it's crazy. I can't believe that much time has passed. Yeah, I've got a couple new songs I'm writing, and I think what I'm going to try to do is I'd like to put another single out. Is what I want to do. I don't want to do a full project. So I've got one that I probably, if I can get it done in time, I'd like to put it out by like August, and I also want to do something unique with it. I want to do a contemporary jazz version of it, but I also want to do an electronic dance version of it.
All right.
I've met a guy a DJ that does that, and he does it for Sony Records, and I think it'd be kind of cool to kind of see what we could do with that,
I'm here for that.
Cross over into another genre,
Yeah, I'm here
just
for that.
For fun.
I like that. I like that idea.
Yeah. It's real popular right now. I got hired to do a private event for a doctor. They go to Miami a lot, and he said I got this DJ, and this is how I met this DJ. He says, I got this DJ, does electronic dance music and stuff, and it's like, you ever played along with a DJ? And I said, no, but I mean, it's easy. Yeah, just show up with my saxophone and play, and he said it's huge. Like they do like these brunches and stuff in Miami with a saxophone player with a DJ. So it's kind of a trend that's happening right now, So I was like, that sounds kind of fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. That is a good idea. I can't wait to hear it now.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah, and when you do it, let me hear it.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
Let me hear it. Now, earlier, I mean, a couple of weeks ago when we were chatting, we were talking about our influences and stuff like that. Who are some of your? I mean, like we always say, there's so many people that we are influenced with, sometimes directly and indirectly.
Yeah, I mean, saxophonist wise, some of my earliest memories are actually David Sanborn, of course. Everybody, and we just lost him recently. He passed away a few weeks ago. But yeah, he was the man. I mean, I've got his record in here, his CD that I got when I was like 15 years old or something, and I brought it. I got to meet him backstage at the Seabreeze Jazz Festival one year, and I brought that CD with me, and I got him to autograph it. That was really cool. Him, Dave Koz, Warren Hill, Walter Beasley. Walter I've become friends with recently. He's a cool guy, and he taught at Berkeley in Boston, and so I actually, before I ever knew him many years ago, I bought one of his teaching DVDs. It was called Hip Hop Improvisation, and because hip hop was really big, which it still is, obviously, but the way he was teaching, like how to play certain scales and things over just a groove and everything was cool. I still pull it out and play along to it every once in a while. It's pretty cool.
That kind of reminds me of Branford Marsalis when he was doing.
Oh wait, I got that album, man. Yeah, Buckshot LaFonk.
Yeah,
I love that album. That's one of my favorite CDs. Yeah. I love that. Yeah.
And Frank McComb was on Buck. It was in Buckshot LaFonk.
Yeah. No, who? Oh yeah.
Frank McComb
and his brother. Delfeo was on it. God, I can't remember. A couple of his brothers, were on it. But that's a great record.
Yes. Yeah.
Of course, Grover Washington Jr. I mean, gosh, there's so many guys you can name.
Yeah.
I know I'm probably leaving out. I'm looking over here. Candy Dulfer, I got into her music later on. I remember when she crossed over in the 90s, for pop and everything.
Yeah, she's bad too. She's bad.
Oh yeah, she's awesome.
So and then you have a lot of R&B and soul music. What's a lot of R&B and soul and jazz being played in your house, or you just picked up on it on your own?
So yeah, my parents played when I was a kid. Played vinyl records. That's what it was. When I was growing up in the early 80s. And they played Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, Prince, Teena Marie, Ohio Players. There's a bunch of stuff like that. Earth, Wind and Fire. A lot of that going on. And then I was later on when I really got into R&B music big time. I loved Brian McKnight, Maxwell. So all that kind of stuff.
Well, you got a good ear.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool, because of the influence from both genres. That's kind of where I gravitate towards. It's more like R&B, funk, that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm here for it. I love all that stuff. So I'm going to play. Let's see.
Any more surprises for me?
Let me see.
I was like, what is that?
Well, I don't think I have any. Well, I don't have any more surprises. I think the rest of them. But that one, I think I wanted to surprise everybody with that one, because are you planning on singing some more?
I don't know. Maybe. I sing on my gig and everything. A lot. I've got my first Billboard hit actually was a vocal. I don't know if you heard it.
Oh yeah.
I Think About Amy.
Yep.
Yeah, did that. Yeah, that was a top 20. That was weird because it was a vocal. And I was like, man, I got a Billboard hit on a vocal before I did saxophone.
Matter of fact, I do have that on here. When we play it?
Oh, you sure? Yeah, sure. Why not? Which version? Oh my God, we had so many versions of it.
Let me see.
I think the Paul Brown version is probably my favorite one. I don't know if you have that one.
What version do we have here?
Because I was with Woodward Avenue Records at the time when we did that song, and we even got a version that's got rap in it.
This is what Saiti music, Saiti.
Yeah, I think what's it? Siete.
Siete. Well, you see my Spanish isn't great.
Yes.
Now when you said it, I said, "Oh yeah, that's what it is."
Yeah.
The Siete mix.
Yeah, he was a cool guy. He was a producer for I can't remember one of the major labels.
Well, you know what? Since we talked about it, let's give people a little bit of it. So this is I Think About Amy, y'all.
I think about Amy, yeah. I think about her all the time. Can't get her out of my mind. I think about Amy. I can't get her out of my head. I think about her all the time. Amy's a friend from way back when. Thoughts of her still dance in my head. It's hard to disguise the way I look at her. She was the first girl that I ever loved, though she was never mine. Now she's my muse that I use to keep my sanity. I think about Amy, yeah. I think about her all the time. Can't get her out of my mind. I think about Amy. I can't get her out of my head. I think about her all the time.
Yeah, that was back 2014.
Oh wow, man.
What we talking about? 10 years ago?
Yeah. Wow. Time flies.
Wow. Okay.
It's unreal, man.
And you hit the chart. It must have been. Was it the pop chart?
I think that, and I'm trying to think. Actually, that version might be 2014, but I think their first version that went on radio was 2011.
Oh shoot!
Oh yeah. Man.
Oh, so that's
moons ago.
Hey, well, you know what? That thing has some legs. If it was 2011 and 2014, you were still releasing singles on the same song. And the versatility.
It was funny when it came out. I had these guys from Ireland kept trying to connect with me, and they were like, they for some reason there was like a store chain that they were playing in over there, and they were said it was like everybody over here loves this. And I was like just laughing. I thought it was the funniest thing. I'm like, yeah, they're probably walking through our version of Walmart hearing this song.
Okay. Did they want to fly you over and have you perform it?
Well, they always were talking about that. It's like yeah.
Shoot, that would have been a good thing if they flew you over there.
Oh, that'd been fun. I'd had a blast doing that. Yeah.
So yeah, and it also shows your versatility. So we were going to go to City Beat. Now that's a cool.
That was the first song I ever released on radio.
Yeah,
that's where I got my feet wet, and yeah, it's my first one. But that came off. No, so I re-released that album. Okay. So if you look at the original City Beat that came out in 2010, and that was the title track of the album. And that was my very first project I tried to do on a national level. Yeah.
Okay, so that explains. Okay, but then it was re-released in 2019. Yeah,
because I had had to change the distribution, is what it was. So they all got changed, and I went ahead. I didn't like the original artwork, so I redid all of that. A buddy of mine helped me do that, and then so I got a new date on it when it got distributed again.
Oh, okay. See,
yeah.
See,
I know. Yeah, if you look online, you look at the Apple Music stuff. It looks like it came out, I think, 2018 or maybe.
Yeah, 2019. It looked like it came out.
Yeah. Yeah. So the original was 2010.
So where was I at in 2010?
Don't know.
How did I miss this? But
well,
anyway.
like I said, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. Like, I mean, I had the music, but I didn't know as far as like getting it out there and all that stuff. You know, I worked with my first radio promoter. That was the first time I ever worked with a radio promoter. I didn't know what I was doing. so I had to get my feet wet somehow, you know, and kind of start learning that side of the business, you know.
So let me ask you a question. What would you tell somebody, now that you know this information, what would you tell somebody that was trying to get this stuff out there now? What would be the steps that they should do, in your opinion? Because I mean, everybody's.
I think you got to be a marketer more than anything, like a digital marketer. You know, last few years I've been training. I've actually been taking classes from people that teach this for musicians, and it makes a difference. And I've been running just recently. I think it's probably how you discovered me recently. It's like, because I'm running these ad campaigns. I've gained just in the last two and a half months about 9,000 new followers, and so it's you got to have great music to start with, but if you can't get it in front of people, then no one hears it. You know,
right.
There's actually they teach about this too. You don't ever want to like do a boosted.
Right. I don't do that anymore.
There's other ways to go around it. There's little tricks and stuff behind the scenes, you know, to be able to train the algorithm, so to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I got to pick your brain when we get off this.
It's a lot. It'll overwhelm you so much information, you know.
But it's some information I need to know.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get it to a point now where one, I can gain new followers, because although I've had some number ones on the radio, it's still hard to get to get those fans, because there's not a return path, so to say, directly off of radio airplay and things like that. Like, you know, if somebody finds your music on Spotify, and you know, you may have thousands of followers or whatever, but there's not a return path that you can go, oh, these are my people, I can email them. You can't do that. You don't know who these people are. You know, you just see the metrics, but you don't have any way of actually getting them into your world. So this is you know, being able to kind of control that and get people direct connection with fans, you know.
What I try to do is, what I have is, like, you know, on my webpage, I have a thing that pops up for people to sign up.
Yeah.
And therefore, then it goes to my constant contact.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and then
having a good CRM, you know, to be able to reach out to these people, you know, it's great.
That's how I've been, you know, doing it, and it's been working. I mean, I noticed that a whole lot of people have been signing on from the website.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
But anyway, we talk about City Beat.
we got off on this marketing thing.
Yeah, but you know what? What I always say on every podcast episode is that it's good to veer off, because, you know, usually the conversation kind of stays the same for the most part. Oh, where you from? You know, what, you know, what's your songs? How did we? Everybody asks those questions. But when we talk about other stuff, like veering off into the marketing portion of it, or when I was speaking to Rona Bennett, we were talking about therapy and reaching out to people. So, I mean, these things also make people say, hey, there's more to this person than just singing. You know, they have other things going on.
Yeah.
And it makes them feel like they, you know, are more a part of, or they know you better, should I say.
Right.
So yeah. I think it's better. It's good to veer off on these little tangents. So.
Yeah, the thing I love about what I'm doing now with the marketing is I'm getting the direct relationship to my fans now. You know, they send me a message. It's me responding. You know, they might get an automation. It just says an automation. Hey, this is an automation. I do check my messages. I will get back to you as soon as I can type of thing. And then I have automations that actually will send them other information that they request to, things like that, but you gotta, especially these days, because it's going to be a tougher and tougher business all the time in the digital world, with what's going on with everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's hard to monetize music. It's hard. So having those direct relationships are going to be very important moving forward.
Well, one thing I have noticed on your website and on Spotify, you have links to where people can purchase your music directly, which I like. Mm-hmm. And I see the little package, the bundle. I got to go get the bundle because I'm an album fan. So, you got the first one on the album, the other 2 CDs. I was like, wait a second, I had to get that bundle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's only $70. And if you want the album by itself, it's only $25. You can't beat that, y'all.
Yeah. Like vinyl record, man, that was like since I grew up, we were talking about that earlier. I grew up listening to vinyl records with my parents. It was a nostalgic thing for me. I was like, I gotta do one record, one vinyl record. So I did.
Yeah. And I'm
driven. Yeah.
I'm going to go purchase one.
Yeah.
Man, I'm going to do the whole bundle. So, matter of fact, I'm going to play some more music, and then I want to tell the people, where they can go to, purchase the bundle, purchase the CDs and which CDs they can purchase. And, hey, let's get some revenue going up in here. So, hey, this is City Beat, y'all, because we talked about it. We went off on a tangent, but now we're coming back around. So, City Beat is also the title song of the album City Beat, which originally came out in 2010, but you see it online as 2019. I'm just giving you a recap. And but it really came out in 2010. And check it out, this City Beat. Yeah, that was feeling good. I didn't even want to fade it. I didn't even want to fade that.
My favorite part of that song was coming up.
Oh, see?
The bass player, man.
See, I tell you, I didn't want to fade it.
I give the bass player some on it. He's like, boom, boom, that's my friend Eric, man. He's a bad boy. Yeah, he's playing some slap bass solo.
So see, now I really left you hungry now. See, so now you got to go buy the CD, y'all. I think it's what, $15?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check it right now. Hold on. Yeah. Y'all can't beat that. Y'all can get the first CD, Driven. You can get Streaming Love. You can get Outside the EP, Outside the Door. And of course, you can get City Beat. All $15. And that first one, Driven, you can get on CD And you can get a signed vinyl record, $25. Or you can get everything. Yo, what I love is I like the bundle. You get the album of Driven. You get the CD of Driven. You get Streaming Love, which we didn't get to anything off that album yet, but we will, on CD. And City Beat on CD. That's the one, y'all. You can't beat that. You're getting 4 3 CDs and 1 vinyl for $70. Hey, I'm on it. Y'all better jump on it too. Y'all better go on over to michaeljthomas.net and get it. It's underneath the physical albums. You know, go to the store and then go to physical albums and get your music life on. And if you're on Spotify, it's on there too. He has a store link on there. I haven't checked all the music platforms to see if it's on everything, but I know it's on Spotify and I know it's on his personal page. So check it out. Right?
Yeah.
Is it on the rest of them also?
No, I think Spotify is the only one that links out to merch. Okay. They have a partnership with Shopify, so I use Shopify as my store. Yeah,
okay.
It's pretty cool.
It is cool.
Yeah, because my Shopify syncs to it. I just hit a button and then I can control what I want. Like the feature on there too.
What's up, good people? This is bassist Hubert Eves the Fourth, and I'm chilling with my man Troy at Bass Entertainment. Tune in and stay safe.
I like them. I may have to switch over to Shopify.
Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's a learning curve. It took me a while to learn it, but it's hard to. We call it tech stack. You know, getting your tech stack right is hard, and then things change sometimes too. Like, man, my favorite digital service. I don't know what you'll call it. Like they have like landing pages, you know, for all your DSPs. So like if I wanted to send you a link to, hey, go, this is everything I have. You can get on Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, whatever you want, YouTube. I send you that link and it's a landing page and you can hit whichever DSP provider you want to go to, you know, depending on what you like, your preference. You can even do it per song. It's such a great service. I've been using the free version for so long. It's a company called SongWhip. And I love them. They're so great, man. You just go to their website and you punch in your name or your song title, and it generates a link for you, and it looks clean. It's nice. So I upgraded to the paid service recently because there's a little more things you can do with it. $6 a month. Got a notification they're shutting it down next month. I went, hey, how do I buy it? How do I buy this company?
Right?
Keep them in business. I wish, you know. Like, don't go away, man. And there's a lot of artists use that service, you know. So like now I'm okay. Now I got to rebuild this thing somewhere else, you know. But you get your tech stack the way you want it, and then it's always evolving. You know, things are always always changing.
And you really have to know it because, you know, very few of them have customer service.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, you can't call anybody and say, you know, how does this work? There's a problem here. Yo, you got to go to YouTube and watch a video or something.
Yeah, I burned up a lot of time having to go, you know, look up DIY videos on this stuff sometimes.
It's crazy.
And then if I find the right one, I save the link, I copy it, and I put it in my notepad.
Because it's, but yeah, I mean, what you have to go through to get your stuff out there. But the good thing about it, like we say on in several podcast episodes, it's like at least now you have the control of it, though.
Yeah,
you know, nobody can tell you, hey, I don't like that. You can't put that out. I'm putting it on the shelf because the company don't think that's right. But if you want to put it out, all you gotta do is press a button and, you know, put it out there.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some advantages to, you know, to this. There's good and bad, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I guess the main bad thing is that you're not able to. It's harder to reach the people that you want to reach without having that backing of a major, record label and stuff like that. I mean, but as for,
it's hard getting critical mass appeal, you really have to work on it, but so that's why I'm really working hard on doing the direct fan relationship, to have people that they're your fans, you're not having to depend on somebody else to get them for you.
Right.
And
it's working. Like I said, you got me. So then, another song on there, but I'm not going to play it though, because we'll be here forever day playing all the songs I like. Because I was writing them down. I said, you know what? There's too many songs. Mind Your Step. I like that too.
Oh my God. Okay. That's a good one, man. That's the off that record, the City Beat album. That's the Musicians. That's our favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
We all love it. Yeah. Eric, we were recording it and he came up with that bass line and he says, yeah, it sounds sneaky.
Oh man, what the hell? We gonna play it.
That's one of my favorite songs that we've ever recorded. Yeah.
I like this song too. That's why I said this is one of my favorites.
It's so different. It's so different. They would never play it on the radio. It's too heavy, but it's music. It's like musicians' music,
Mm-hmm. So I guess I must be a musician because that's one of my favorites too. I said, hey, this is the song right here. This is Mind Your Step, y'all. Check this out for all the musicians in the house. Yeah. I can't understand. Radio kills me sometimes. I'm like, good music is good music.
Yeah.
Why should it be, if it has a little bit scratch in it or a little hip hop, or if it's a little too funky, you can't play it. Why not? That's why I need my own station.
It's kind of the problem I have with radio right now is, and there's some people that play some really great music, but I feel like
I know you don't want to say it, but I got you.
I don't want to say it, but I feel like if you don't fit in a certain box, they shun it. And back in the day, this music was, it was meant to be listened to. It wasn't meant to be background music. These artists that I grew up listening to, man, it's this music you listen to. It's not. You can jam to whatever, but it's not supposed to be like, okay, let's not be obtrusive.
Everything's got to be right here the whole day.
Everything's got to be like flat, So like, I mean, when I say the song like that would have never got played on the radio, and it's a shame because you like it. I'm sure there would have been a lot of people that would like that song. Mm-hmm. Actually, when I've performed that song at my live shows, people love it. So. there's that, but I'll have to refrain from saying too much.
I know, because somebody's like, well, X day on him, he won't be coming back on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But there's some guys out there that'll take risks and they'll play some stuff. Yeah.
I wish I had the coins to have my own radio station. It would be bad.
I've got a name for one.
Banging ass.
I was saying, when you said the name of your podcast, I was like, okay, I think he's on to something here. I think he knows. He's got the same mindset that I am about this. Yeah. What
we going to WBAA? I'll leave the S off for that one. I only added the S because it sounded better than "ba."
Yeah.
So I put the S as artists and made it plural.
Uh-huh.
Even the artist is plural with or without the S. But
that's what it's why I'm like a little hesitant now. Like I'm worried like I got a song that I know is a hit, but I have to be careful how I produce it. I have to produce it in such a way that it will get airplay. And that's what I don't like about it right now. I should be able to produce it. However, I think it should sound for the end listener to listen to it. That's how I feel about it. I shouldn't have to write music for a programming director.
Well, why don't you do two versions?
Yeah, two versions. There we go. Yeah. All right, here's for the listeners. Here's for radio.
Right. The alternative take.
Right.
And then you have the radio clip.
Yeah.
So anyway, we were talking about City Beat, and that was in what?
Mind Your Step. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was on City Beat. Yeah.
Yep. And then we came in Streaming Love.
The EP.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
And on that you had the number one, I'll Never Love Again, and
oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost had two number ones off there, didn't I? Man.
Right.
I forgot. Oh, I'll tell you, I'll Never Love Again. Carl brought that song to me. He had just watched A Star Is Born, Lady Gaga film. And he said, Michael, there's a song in this movie at the end. He says, I was like crying. It's like tears running down my face. He's like, and he says, I thought, man, he said, you playing soprano sax on that, you and Trammell putting something together on that would be killer. Trammell does these big orchestrations and stuff. So I called Trammell up and he was like, yeah, let's do it. I mean, so he knocked it out of the park, and that's it did extremely well. And usually ballads don't do very well in this format at all. And so we were very shocked.
Well, I think a lot of people can relate to it.
Yeah. But I think because of the popularity of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
So I've got the score on my wall that's autographed by Natalie Hemby. She was one of the songwriters, and she's a friend of Carl's. And I came home and it was sitting on my desk one Christmas, few Christmases ago, and that was pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Well, we might as well play that, right?
Why not? That's a nice one. That's a pretty song. That one turned out really, really well.
Yes, it did. And this is I'll Never Love Again, y'all. And this is off Streaming Love. Hey, aptly named, and this song fits right into that format. So check this out. You know, that kind of reminds me of something that Kenny G would have done. You know?
Right. Yeah. So it's big, huge production. Yeah, it's a nice song. When those musicians, man, those guys that I work with in Atlanta, they're just amazing, man. There's a nylon string guitar solo on there, and that guy's he's incredible. He can do anything.
So, like I said, y'all, if y'all like what you're hearing, if you love the music, Mr. Michael J. Thomas is showing his versatility. He can give you anything. He can give you a little vocals. He can give you a little funk. He can give you a little orchestration. You know, it just doesn't get any better than this, y'all. So if you love what you're hearing, please support. And not only support, share. Tell some people about it, you know. Well, let's get the word out that, you know, good music is still out there. There's still a lot of good music. Sometimes it's so much good music, I don't even know where to begin to listen, you know. I go through all these little, I get all these little hits, new music for you, and people sending me music, and sometimes I'm like, oh my God, sometimes I don't even have time to listen to all of it. It's insane. So, but it is a lot of good music out there. It's just not being, you know, brought to the forefront. So that's why I do this podcast, you know, to highlight this type of music and bring it to the masses. Well, at least the people that listen to me. I'm sure I haven't met, I wouldn't consider myself the masses yet, but I'm working on it. But that's just beautiful. I love that song. So that definitely was on my list to play.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm glad you brought it up.
We're proud of that one. It turned out really nice.
It's funny.
And I knew right away. I was like, Trammell's gonna nail this, man. He can do that the string arrangements and all that. Like, yeah.
yeah. It came out excellent. It came out excellent. It's funny when I do these podcasts. For some reason, I guess I have a decent ear because most of the songs that I pick out as artists, like, that's a song, that's my favorite song too. Blah, blah, blah. I love that song too.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that song. That's one of my.
Right.
You know? So, I mean, I must be in cahoots some kind of way. I must be on the right track with picking out the good music. So, I love it. I remember Rona Bennett was on last week, and we were talking about the last En Vogue album, because, you know, she's part of En Vogue. And I said, She said, my favorite song, I wonder if you can guess it. I said, let me see. Well, my favorite song is, what's it called? Oceans. I can't remember the whole name. Oceans. I can't think of it. It's Ocean something. She said, yeah, that's the song. Nobody else guessed that song. I'm like, I don't know. It just talked to me, and I figured that'd be the same song you're talking about. She said, that's the one. So I said, well, we got to play it.
I actually saw En Vogue at the Grammys, the Grammy after party the last time I went. This was 2019. And my wife, it was my girlfriend then, but she became my fiance that night. I proposed to her at the Grammy after party.
Oh, that was a special night.
It was so cool. It was En Vogue and TLC. They were the after party band.
Wow.
How cool is that?
That is cool.
It was so much fun, man. They were great.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I haven't been.
So I saw her, but I didn't know her, you know. And so I didn't go, you know.
But she's such a sweet woman. I mean, matter of fact, she hit me up today because somebody sent us something on Shaka, because she know I love Shaka, and I said, "Oh, thank you so much for thinking about." She said, "I saw this, and I just thought about you." I said, "Well, to be thought about by you is an honor. So thank you."
That's cool.
You know, so yeah, I'm enjoying doing this. I'm enjoying meeting new people. I'm enjoying the relationships that I'm forming, and maybe next year I'll be at the Grammys with you, because I guess they should be voting on the new members now. So
yeah,
So my hat is in the bucket.
You guys will say you get your name in? Yeah, no, we can recommend up to 2 candidates a year. Yeah, yeah.
So I've been recommended by the Philadelphia chapter president.
Oh, cool. Right on. Yeah.
So let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's fun. It's fun. I've been twice. Yeah.
So I haven't went. I used to do. I haven't went to the ceremonies, but what I used to do is a good friend of mine is Lettucey, and when she first got nominated, I would throw an after party in Los Angeles. So
man!
So I won't be at the show, but after the show, people would come to the house. Led would come to the house, and she would tell, "Oh, so you coming? You coming? Come on." We would always have an after party at Airbnb or something that I rented out there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and we did that for like 3 years.
Oh,
we did that. So I wasn't at the Grammys, but I was in the vicinity.
Yeah.
But I did go to one of the parties. Victor Duplay.
Okay.
He used to have a Grammy party, and I think I went to that one also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not Clive Davis's party.
No.
Couldn't even imagine.
Not yet.
Yeah, I just went. I didn't get invited to any of the parties. I just went to the official Grammy one. They always have, but both times I went, it was fun. It was great. They had Kool and the Gang was there the first year.
Oh, that's cool too.
Yeah, that was really cool. They were great. Yeah.
You think about the transformation of Kool and the Gang. How they first came out, and it was such a big band with all the horns and everything like that, Jungle Boogie and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And then James Taylor came in, and JT, and the format changed, but they kept putting out them hits.
It's amazing how many hits they've had.
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah, that's another group I listened to growing up. Parents had that wore it out.
Me too.
This actually reminds me of a story. I don't think I've ever shared this story publicly, but the song Jungle Boogie. So my mom, when I was a kid, I got into my mom's bell bottoms. I could put my mom's pants on. So I had like bell bottoms, man. I'd crank the stereo system up, and I'd come out and doing my disco thing, whatever.
The Jungle Boogie.
Yeah, the Jungle Boogie. Yeah.
That was the song.
Jungle Boogie.
Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. They were so funky, man.
Funky.
Yeah.
Funky. So shout out to Kool and the Gang. Love y'all. Love you. Some hand claps on the Kool and the Gang.
Hey, this is Sticks Bones, that grooving, moving drummer, and you're listening to my man Troy Saunders right here on the Bias Entertainment Podcast. Salute.
So we that song, "I'll Never Love Again," was the #1 hit on Billboard, and then "Sipping the Yak," which if you're listening to my promos, this is a song that I use for saying that Michael J. Thomas is going to be on the podcast. I use "Sipping the Yak,"
Yeah.
And we all know what the yak is. For me, I know it's cognac.
Well, yes, it's a ladies' man here. Gonna have some Courvoisier for the ladies. You remember?
Yeah.
You remember that guy on SNL?
Yep.
Oh, the ladies' man. Yeah. So here's how this came about. I had written the main part of the song and everything, and I'd sent it to Trammell to start producing it. And he starts sending me back the kind of sketches of it, and listening to these tracks, and I was like, man, this is great, man. I said, what were you doing in the studio? He said, well, I was drinking some Courvoisier while I was working on this. And I was like, really? I said, man, there's a song title in there somewhere. Mm-hmm. And I went to Carl and I told him about, Trammell says he's working on this song, and he was sipping on Courvoisier in the studio, and he goes, He goes, when I was young, they called it yak. And I was like, okay. So anyway, that's what it evolved into, is from that whole story. Yeah.
Well, let's play Sippin' the Yak. In case you haven't heard it on my promos, it's a bad jam. That's why I use it, because it's funky, it's jazzy, it's soulful. It's like it has a mixture of a lot of different things there. And this song, even though it had that kind of like, to me, it has a little funk feel to it. It still made it to Billboard.
Yeah. It peaked at number 2.
Yeah.
It was so close. It was like, it stayed in the top 5 for like 7 weeks straight. And we just could not get it to go to number 1. It went down a little bit and go back up to number 2. You just could not get it there.
Well, shoot. Number 2 is a great feat too.
Yeah, that's still good though. Yeah.
It's still good. And it hung out for a while too. So it then just peaked and dropped.
It's actually my most popular song on Spotify. Yeah.
So yeah, check this out. This is the number 1 song in Spotify, number 2 song on Billboard, and just a bad song. It's called Sippin' the Yak. Yeah. You know what? The great follow-up to that song would be OG Bounce.
Hey, there we go. I like the way you think. Yeah, it's good programming. Yeah.
Because
both still in that kind of groove like that, That's
and the titles, like you said, back in our day, we used to call it the yak. Only the OG would say something like that.
That's what he said. It's true. Yeah, that's him. OG.
So that brings you up to 2022, outside the door with OG Bounce. Should we just go on and play it, or you got something to say in reference to that one? Because we talked about it earlier.
Man, the horn section stuff on this is awesome. You're gonna love this. Yeah, guys out of Nashville.
So we're just gonna go on and play it. Here we go. OG Bounce. Usually we talk a little more in between the songs. Oh, I done cut my own self off. Usually we talk more in between the songs, but we're just gonna let this one roll, and we're gonna bring it up to 2022 with OG Bounce. Check this out, y'all. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's bad. Like you said, them horns ain't playing. They are not playing. Love it.
That's the smoking section out of Nashville. You ever heard of those guys?
No.
Oh man, they're great, man. They do this. If you go on YouTube and look up the smoking section, they take like pop songs and they turn them into like these horn section stuff with. I mean, they got a full band around them. They're just great, man. They got a Taylor Swift song on there from back in the day that they did their own arrangement of, and I was blown away. I was like, it doesn't even sound like the original, but it's like the melody though. It's like it's incredible, you know.
Wow.
And I wrote some of those horn lines. And I sent the band leader, I think his name's Mark, I sent him the ideas. And I said, well, it's kind of what I'm toying with, you know, and see, but I gave him the autonomy to do whatever he wanted to. And they sent me back all kinds of ideas, plus the stuff I'd sent him. And we just cut, sliced and diced whatever we wanted to keep, you know, whatever we didn't want, we just got rid of, you know. So that's kind of how we approached it, and it turned out. I love it because I love horn section stuff. I wish there was more of that. You know,
I agree.
My dream is my dream is to be able to do shows with a full horn section. That would, you know.
I used to play the trumpet.
You used to play what?
A trumpet.
Oh, is it? No way. Right. Yeah. Really?
It's down in the basement collecting dust now, though.
Oh, man.
I know. I need to pick it back.
Knock the dust off of it.
Yeah. And get my lip back. I try to blow it until now my lip gets numb.
Yeah, it'll take a little while to get that back, the embouchure, you know. But, yeah. I love trumpet playing. Like trumpet players, those guys are screeching these high notes.
It was somebody else.
I love that sound, you know.
Me too. I don't know. I might be too old to get picked back up again now, especially lips.
I don't think so. Never too old.
Hey, this is your girl Castella, and I am listening to my friend Troy on the Bass Entertainment Podcast.
You got some shows coming up.
Well, I have a residency, right? Yeah, that I do at Roost Chris Steakhouse. I do that Wednesday through Saturday.
Okay.
In Destin, Florida. Yeah. I'm working on doing more shows again. That was my goal this year. I was like, I haven't been doing the show thing, so I want to get back into it.
But on the 8th, you can go on up to if you're in Destin, Florida, and you want a good piece of steak and hear some good music, go on and check out Michael.
That's it. Yeah.
You know, you might need a reservation. Okay. So yeah, check them out. So what else? We talked about that you're working on a single that's going to come out hopefully in August.
Yeah.
And hopefully, if this is the same song that we were talking about before, hopefully we get two versions.
We're gonna get two versions anyway because I'm gonna do it EDM.
Right, it's gonna be a dance version. And I can't wait to hear more stuff that you're coming out with. And tell everybody, I mean, I already said it already. Tell everybody where they can get a copy of the CDs, the album. He has merchandise. He has hats. He has T-shirts. He's a one-stop shopping on his website.
Yeah, michaeljthomas.net.
And how else can everybody meet you at, hang out with you? Instagram?
Facebook, Instagram. I spend most of my time on Facebook. Pretty much, you know, but yeah, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok till they close it down. Yeah, right. We'll see what happens with all of that.
I just started TikTok like about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, because I haven't been on it. And everybody, you need to be on TikTok. I'm like, well, you know, I'm not doing any videos of myself that much. You know, I mean, besides the podcast, my life is just regularly, you know, what everybody else does.
Right.
You know? I'm on my way to pick up.
It's kind of funny about TikTok though. It's like, I'm supposed to be on there marketing my music, and I do a little bit, but it's it hasn't been the ideal spot for me so much. But I get on there and I get caught in this whole world watching cat and dog videos. monkeys,
right?
Penguins or whatever. I saw a turtle skateboarding the other day. He was they put a skateboard on him and he was messing with the cat.
Yeah, I'm like, those videos. I'm not up to doing all that. So what I do is put out a song a day and stuff like that, and maybe it catches on. The thing that got the most hits, believe it or not, is my my rest in peace to David Sanborn.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
That has gotten the most hits.
Wow.
And it's still getting hits to this day.
Yeah.
I'm like,
wow. Yeah.
But the man is loved. So, and, I mean,
legend, man.
Legend. He played for everybody.
I mean, it's like an experience. I mean, getting to be backstage and having that access, it's like, man. And he was such a cool guy too. He was funny. It kind of shocked me, I always respected him so much and looked up to him, and he's this amazing musician. And I thought, well, I was like, he's probably gonna be real serious. And he wasn't. He was laid back, and he was funny. He was cracking jokes. I was back there. Mindy Abair was hanging back there, and they obviously had worked together before because they were all joking around with each other and stuff. It was really cool. And then so I was like hanging around backstage while his show was going on. He'd go back on stage when he was ready to do his thing. It was really fun.
I've never got to meet Dave Sanborn. I wish. But he's always been one of those people that I just admired, and I loved his music, and I followed, when he played with so many people, like when he was on Shaka's albums and stuff like that, and I was like, this man is just bad. I love him,
and I met Marcus Miller.
Yeah,
Marcus wrote, a lot of his big hit songs and everything. I met him at Los Cabos. I was playing for the jazz festival there a couple years ago. And I had to go introduce myself to Marcus Miller, and he's, Carl's friends with him too. That kind of cracked the ice. It's like that, brought his name up and everything. And so he told me a really fun story about when he wrote Maputo. And he said, and I know this now from meeting David a couple years before that he had a sense of humor, and he said, yeah, I wrote Maputo. And he says, on the demo, I played saxophone and I sent it to David. And David called me. He says, don't ever play saxophone again.
Leave it to the professionals.
It was the funniest thing, he's messing with him because Marcus does play some woodwind instruments. He plays bass clarinet on some of his records, it was funny though. David messing with him like that.
Right. Well, Michael, I guess
legends.
All those
guys are legends. Yeah,
there's so many.
I saw them on YouTube the other night. When David has his show, his late night show, and Miles Davis is on there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Miles Davis, because Marcus was in his band.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
I remember that.
Hey, this is Kenny Allen, and you listen to Troy Saunders on the Bass Entertainment Podcast.
Anyway, I just want to say thank you for coming on to the podcast.
Thanks for having me, Troy. I appreciate it, man.
It's been a pleasure, man. And don't be a stranger. Come on back.
All right. Yeah.
And I'm what I'm going to end on is I want to ask you about HAD.
Having a day.
Oh, that's what it is? Having a day?
Yeah, having a day. Yeah.
Okay. So I said, what HAD stand for? I know it stands for something because it's initials.
Yeah. That was Kelly Minucci, man.
Yeah.
That's him. Featured him on that song. Yeah.
I'm talking about special effects.
Yeah. Then he invited me to perform with them last year when they came to Seabreeze Jazz Festival. I played a couple songs with his band, and man, that was sweet. It was like opportunity of a lifetime, man. I was nervous as hell.
I know you
were. but it turned out great. And I got some great footage of it. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if have you seen those videos?
Oh, no, not with you on it. No.
Yeah. They're on the Facebook. They're on YouTube.
I'm gonna go check them out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check them out. But you know what? We speaking of special effects and all that goodness, we're gonna play HAD as our going out of here song. Sounds
sure,
good?
Why not?
All right. So I just want to say thank you again. Thank you for coming on. Thank you everybody for listening. as I said before, please go over to Michael's website, michaeljthomas.net, and check out all the good stuff he has on there. It's a beautiful website, and get yourself some CDs, get yourself an album, get yourself a hat, get yourself a T-shirt. Let's support one another because it's needed. As we always say, streaming ain't paying anything. So if you can buy a CD, if you can buy an album, that's better than 1 million streams. Ain't that right?
That's right.
So what he gets paid in one album is 1 million streams. So and probably more than 1 million streams. So yeah, go ahead and support. Let's support and tell one another about it. And if you like this podcast, if you like what you've been listening to, if you like the music, please continue to listen. Check out other podcasts if this is the first one you're listening to at www.baasentertainment.com, BAAS entertainment.com, or on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I think Google Podcasts is leaving, but Alexa, Amazon, we on everything, y'all. iHeart, Pandora. You just put in Bass Entertainment, we're going to pop up, okay? So please support Michael, support Bass Entertainment, and let's continue to love one another because like Stevie says, love is in need of love today. But here it is, 40-something years later, and we still singing the same song and feeling the same way. So let's, at least try to love one another more to maybe make the next 10 years a little different. At least we can hope so. Isn't that right, Michael?
That's right. That's right. Stevie's a wise man.
Yes, he is. So we're going to go out with having a day. Usually that's something negative. Oh, Lord, I had a day today. But we're going to make it having a great day. We're going to make it seem like it's something positive. Oh, I had a day where everything was going right.
That's right.
Right? So until then, y'all, please, peace and enjoy.
Hey, it's your girl, Allison Williams.
Hey, this is Devon Howard.
Hi, this is Beth. Hi, this is Cindy Mizell.
Hi, this is Tony Walker. Hey, what's good, y'all? This is Darian Dean.
Hey everybody, this is the Queen of Philadelphia, Tanqueray Hayward.
Hey everybody, this is Yasira.
Hi, this is Mason.
Hey everybody, this is Russell Taylor.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Ness.
Hey, this is Kenny Allen.
What's up, everybody? This is Cecily.
Hey, this is Corey Day.
Hey, this is your girl Castella.
Hey everybody, this is Rebecca G.
Hey everyone, this is Hill Street Soul.
What's up, good people? This is bassist Hubert Eves the Fourth.
This is Melvin Lee Davis.
Yo, what's second? This is Noel Gordine.
Hey, this is your girl, Lady Alma, and you're listening to my friend Troy Saunders on the Bass Entertainment Podcast.